when someone experiences a loss or has a breakup or they lose their job or something like that happens where there is basically a crisis in their life, this can be a time where they will end up being overwhelmed with pain. They can feel helpless, hopeless, powerless, and even worthless. And because of what is going on, it can seem as though these feelings are simply an effect of what has taken place. So before something like this took place, they may have felt fairly balanced, if not great. They may have been in a pretty good way. They may have been able to simply handle the life that they were living. And however, although it can seem as though the crisis is the reason why they feel the way that they do, there could be more to it. What may have taken place is that the crisis may have simply triggered or unlocked their true feelings. So of course there's going to be some feelings that will have arisen due to what's taken place, but a lot of the deeper ones and more painful feelings may have already been locked in their body. And now that something like this has taken place, it has ended up bringing all their stuff that may relate to previous crisis that they've had in their adult life, and maybe even to things that have taken place during their early years. But of course, without this awareness that there's more to what is going on than meets the eye, it will seem as though they were fine, and what's taken place out there is the reason why they are now all at sea. And so another way of looking at this is that because of the crisis, they will now be truly in touch with how they feel. So before this, they may have just been stuck on the surface and not have been in tune with their true feelings, but now, thanks to this crisis, they are aware of what is taking place within themselves. And so although this crisis will have brought up a lot of pain, it will have allowed them to develop a better connection to themselves. But because they're in so much pain, it is likely to be a challenge for them to see this. And because a lot of these feelings were already trapped inside their body, inside their unconscious mind, there is the chance that these feelings played a part in what has taken place. So is there not so much a case of situation first, feelings second? It's more a case of feelings first, and these feelings end up manifesting the situation, or at least manifesting how they experience what takes place. And this is because one is not simply an observer of their reality. They are both the co-creator and the observer of it. They are observing their own creation, their own co-creation. And this comes back to not the law of attraction, which is a very surface level understanding and it's just one law of many laws. This comes back to the law of resonance. And so whatever one is resonating, whatever is taking place within them, is what will show up externally. And this is why it has been said that we don't attract what we want. We attract what we are. And what we are is obviously a combination of many things. Not just our thoughts, but also our feelings, our beliefs, our trauma. Trauma from our childhood years, from our ancestors, even from past lives. And so looking at a crisis from this point of view, yes, it can be incredibly painful and one can wish that it will end and they can go back to living how they lived before. But it can also be a great opportunity for them to work through their pain and to become a more integrated and whole human being. And so if you can relate to this and you are in a very bad way because something's happened externally to send you in a tailspin, then it might be a good idea for you to reach out for external support from a therapist or a healer so you can start to work through your stuff, your baggage, and to maintain the connection that you have with yourself, to build a better connection. Because although it can be easy to just want your life to go back to normal or to try and disconnect from your true feelings, if you do this, sooner or later something else will manifest, and it's likely to be even worse, like a bow that is pulled back on a, or an arrow that is pulled back on a bow. It will come back with even more force. And if you think this is tough now, next time it could be even worse. So please reach out for the support that you need to change your life.